You guys, by not being visible at the moment online, are worth 99p.
It is Sunday and I'm on my way to the gym. It's like one of my non-negotiables I do every single weekend, whether I have the kids or not, is I try and do 2 hours in the gym each day. And I have to say, this is the first year of my life where I've actually prioritized doing the things that make me happy above everyone else. And unsurprisingly, I'm the happiest I've ever been. So be selfish, guys. It pays an incredibly high ROI.
Let's at least get 3. Let's get 3 out. Come on. Yes.
It is Tuesday. I'm working from home today. Got my gluten-free toast. Ow! Burn my fingers. Got my gluten-free toast and I'm gonna have some Evo, which is like my favorite thing in the world. Fun fact about me is my body hates most things. And so I have to avoid gluten, I have to avoid mainly things like garlic and onion and all the good stuff. Well, I don't avoid it, I just take medication for it, but my body doesn't like it basically, so I have to be on what's called a low FODMAP diet, which I think is inflammatory foods. I'm not sure, I'm not eating inflammatory foods, sorry. I don't know. Either way, it makes me feel much better. So having gluten-free toast with some avocado, which is one of my favorite things in the entire world. I love avocado so much. Avocado does not taste good in this country though. I have to say, lads, putting more trust in my cup and plate balancing skills than I have done in any person. Dangerous move, can you match my tongue? Telling me that you're ready for it, what you're hiding. Talk is cheap, so show me that you understand I like it. Can you blow my mind? So I'm at Schraderlow's riding school, which is where I ride horses every week, and about to have a lesson. I'm building up to hopefully some show jumping. I've been riding since I was 2, but I haven't ridden consistently in a really long time, so these lessons are kind of all about getting my confidence back and getting me comfortable with the gears of a horse, because horses do have gears. And yeah, it's my happy place. Some people do yoga, some people do Pilates. I ride horses, so. Come with me as I go to Spain for the day. So I've been invited to speak at an event called Deal Makers, which is basically a summit where people learn how to buy and sell businesses about personal branding. And the really exciting thing about this is the summit is actually being held in Marbella in Spain. And so I am flying to Spain this morning to go and give my talk. So I'm flying in, it's 5:30 in the morning right now. My car's about to pick me up. I'm flying in, delivering my speech, and then flying back out again. So come along for the ride. Good morning. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Thank you so much. It's super foggy this morning. It's super fucking cold. But catch flights, not feelings. Work or school, I always try and travel and luggage only, because it means you don't have to do this bullshit. start with my laptop and my Uber. Delayed for an hour, but we're here, so yeah, see how it goes. Here for the day. Fucking awful view. I have got about 2 hours before my speaking gig, so I'm going to go for a quick walk, stretch my legs after being on the plane for the best part of 3 hours, and then get ready. Have a shower and get ready. Yeah. What a terrible place to have a speaking gig. One of the questions I get asked a lot is, how do you get speaking gigs? How do you get paid to get speaking gigs? Well, number one tip, you need to get yourself on free stages before you can ask for anything in return. You gotta think of this like an investment in your personal development. As soon as you have a show reel that's worth showing people, they're more likely to pay you for your expertise on stage.
Let's give a fabulous deal makers welcome to the wonderful Miss Amelia Sordell.
Thank you very much. I feel like I've got to make a really big impression now to live up to that introduction. Thank you so much for having me. I'm going to start off by saying I've been told I'm not allowed to swear because it might offend some of you, and I apologise in advance if an F-bomb slips out. I'm Australian, it's how we communicate, so bear with me. Hands up anyone who knows the difference between why this Evian costs 99p and this one costs $4.99. At the back. Bingo, where you sell it. But the reason why it costs that much more money is not because of the location, it's because of its perceived value. I was at the airport this morning and I wanted to get a bottle of Evian water. And the thing that I noticed was when I go to Tesco's on the weekend with my children to do my shopping, the same bottle of water that I bought today for $4.99 costs 99p. And the only difference between the two things is its perceived value. When you're in an airport, there is very few places that you can buy a bottle of water, and therefore it increases the price. You guys, by not being visible at the moment online, are worth 99p. Because you are exactly the same as everyone else in your space. There is nothing differentiating you from anyone. You're not perceiving yourself to have more value. People don't think you're more valuable because you look, act, behave exactly the same.
So we just finished the speaking event, everyone's just leaving. We were running over, so I literally just like left the last question, had to shoot straight off the stage, jump in the car, and now we're back to the airport. It was the craziest flying visit, but absolutely amazing. So big shout out to Jonathan J for having me and the guys at Dealmakers. It was an exceptional event. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Back to reality. So I've just got back from Malaga, back in the car, 12 hours in Malaga, left the house at 5 a.m, got on a 7 a.m. flight, got back on a 7 p.m. flight, and now we're in the car going home. Really, really good event. Yeah, I think speaking is one of the most fun things that you can do. And if you want to get into speaking, here's a top tip for you. A lot of people will think that like, oh, I want to get into speaking, I want to get paid, da da da. No, that's not how you get in. You need to start off by doing podcasts, start off by doing the low download podcasts, the people who really need guests, where you can talk about your value and you can kind of build out a show reel, a highlight reel of all the things that you're really passionate about talking about. And then you can go and talk on stages for free. Don't ever pay to play. Don't ever pay to speak on a stage, because trust me, you don't need to do that. Go and speak on some of the smaller stages, go and speak at some conference, go and ask some people to be on some panels, some webinars, etc. Build up your show reel, and then start posting that content on your LinkedIn, on your social media pages. say on your bio that you do speaking, and people will start saying that you're a speaker, and they'll start bringing up your name in rooms that you otherwise wouldn't have access to, and bingo, you can start charging for your first speaking gig. Start off with a small fee and then build up. So that's how you get in, guys. You've got to start off with the podcasting, you've got to start off with doing stuff like this, so that people know that you're articulate and they know what you're talking about. Statement, Oliver Wright. This is the new. This is the avocado on gluten-free bread that I had to fight for. The woman was like, "We can't do it on gluten-free." I was like, "I can see gluten-free things behind you," and she was like, "Yeah, but it doesn't work on that sandwich." I was like,
Yeah, it does.
"Okay." She was like, "It's not a bagel." I was like, "I don't care. I just don't want to die. Could you just give me the gluten-free bread, please?" Okay. Oh, it's got mayonnaise in it. I didn't realise that's what it was like. Okay. I'm not a fan of mayo.
I love mayo, it's my favourite.
Okay.
I give you like a bottle of almond milk, maybe a cup of tea.
I think so. I don't. No, maybe it's not.
I mean,
Out of 10?
it's no tunicado, that's for sure.
I'm finished, Mummy.
Mother's Day fit check.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day what? Happy.
Mother's Day.
We've got I forget what this brand's called. What is this brand called? Manière d'Ivoire? No, I can't remember. Anyway, Manière d'Ivoire, Jacquemus, old Zara boots, Pammy Anderson hair. Happy Mother's Day. Have you ever seen a pheasant that close before? A deer. Do you know what that's called? A monkjack. A monkjack deer, yeah. They're little tiny. Mum's Day. One of the things I get asked all the time is about how I got so confident. But the other thing I always get asked is, where did my appetite for risk come from? Because I think people read my content and see what I do and they kind of go, "Oh my god, she takes so many risks." And I definitely do take a lot of risks. I have a very fuck it attitude. And the reason I have such a fuck it attitude is I genuinely believe that everything is going to work out. I think that no matter what I do, no matter what decisions I make, everything is going to work out. And I believe that because I've never been proved wrong. Every single mistake I've made, I've come back from. Every, bad credit score, missed credit card payment, like bad date, breakup, heartbreak. I got fired from my first job, my first business failed. Every single one of those I've come back from. And you have come back from 100% of the bad days, 100% of the fuck ups, and 100% of the failures that you've had in your life. And yet you let your imagination concoct this reality in your head of what is going to happen if you fuck up, and you allow that to dictate your decisions. So instead of doing that, what I'm going to tell you to do is instead look at your life, look at your romantic life, your relationships, your everything, your career, as if it's all going to work out. What would you do today if you knew no matter what you did, it was going to work out? What would you do if you knew you were going to meet the love of your life and therefore there was nothing that you could do between now and then that was going to mess that up? If you knew you were going to find your dream job, if you knew you were going to get that pay rise, if you knew that your business was going to be successful, what decisions would you make? And the amazing thing is about life is the more you live in that kind of headspace, the more opportunities you have, and the more opportunities that come into your lap, and the more opportunities you have to get to what that goal is.